Okay, my friends. Welcome to the Oh My Goodness podcast. My name is AJ Smith, the Joy Weaver, she, her. Today we are talking about habits while traveling. This is going to be a little bit shorter episode. I'm like, okay, maybe we have some that are a little bit longer and some that were like, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. Here's your tips. Go, implement, go try. So, habits when traveling is hard. Let's just say that. Let's get that out there. And I am not, what is it? Preaching from a pedestal. I am preaching to the choir. I am the choir. I am with you. We are in this, all in this together, right? So with that said, when I am in Mississippi, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. almost every day. Not always Saturday and Sundays, but sometimes. And I go to the gym and I move my body because if I don't, I feel terrible. It helps me purge some adrenaline. It helps me strip some stuff. Feels good. Then at 7 a.m., I go to a 12-step meeting. Feels great. Feels good. Then I come back. Most of the time, I try to do some journaling. Usually, I walk the dogs, have a client call, and then I do some journaling in there, some different stuff, look at my schedule. I've like prepped my schedule at the start of the week. And so as things come in and get added, I'll put it both on my Google Calendar and my paper schedule. So that way, either way I see it, I have to do both. And my paper schedule has like it written out in half-hour chunks so that I can see each day at a glance. I need it that way because my brain doesn't see, I don't know, I don't feel time, which I found out is like an ADHD thing. I just thought nobody felt time, which is why we have clocks. Um, but apparently not. Some people, I guess, feel time, which is cool. That's cool. I do not. So I use a lot of timers in my life and reminders and phones and apps. Okay. Then I have my day, I work, whatnot. We get meals, like we get Ready Chef. So we get meals that we can put together to have for dinner. Usually I have leftovers for lunch. And then in the evening, we usually go to bed-ish around like 8:30, read for 30 minutes, go to bed at like 9:30. That's usually an average day in Mississippi. When I'm traveling, which is about 40% of the time, I did the math for January 1st through May 31st, 2026. 40% of the time this year, I have been gone. I've slept in a bed that's not mine. Some of that is play travel, some of that is work travel. That number boggled my mind because last year was 33%. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. And then here I am traveling anymore. And I'm like, okay, this maybe we calm this down a little bit. Or stack it or something. Deer's gonna come on some more trips. But I was just like, oh gosh. And I got asked in my community, how do I keep up my habits when I'm traveling? Here's my answer. I don't. I don't. Because my days when I'm traveling look so different. And if I had to keep myself to that same routine of 4:30 a.m., 8 p.m., I will miss out on things. I will miss out on things that like either I'm legally obligated to do, like work, or that I want to attend, like a dance pajama party at Men for Magic. If I was like, I got to be in bed by 8 p.m. because I wake up at 4:30, I'm going to miss a beautiful evening. There was one night we stayed awake till like 12. My whole Washington, D.C. trip where I went to go work the Virginia Ren Fair, I don't think there was a single night I went to bed before 12. Did that mean I was kind of weird throughout the week because I was a little like, not tweaky, I don't know what the word is, but like off kilter a little bit because I didn't get the greatest sleep because my sleep schedule was like off by 4 hours? Yeah. And I woke up at 7. Did I bring running shoes? Nope. Did I stretch? Sometimes. Did we walk a lot and like have conversations and go to the park and stuff? Yeah. Did I have Ready Chef come? Nope. Did sometimes we eat out and sometimes I went to the store and picked up like freezer meals or like what are those salads and then prepackaged like chicken and like Oreos. Actually, that's not true. I didn't pick up Oreos. It was Chips Ahoy. The crunchy ones because the chewy ones I don't like the texture. Yeah. But like here's the thing. I know what I need to be functional and what helps me feel grounded in who I am. And so I don't think about it like routines. I think about it as what are my basic AJ requirements for functionality, for lack of a better phrasing. I know that sounds so clinical, but I want you to stay with me because what I need is I need breakfast and I need my meds. I'm on Concerta. It's a low dose, 18 milligrams, and I've taken it not every day, because some days I forget. But for the last 3 years, I don't know, since Korea. And it helps keep me grounded, keeps me in my body, keeps my brain quiet. It is so helpful. So I take my meds and I eat breakfast. And that is my morning minimum requirement. I need 30 minutes to like turn on my brain before anybody talks, like just, and even while I was traveling, there was one time we were having a breakfast and everyone was chatting. I was like, I'm going to go sit outside. I need this time. And so part of, for me, routines when traveling is, what do I need so that I can show up in integrity today? I noticed that on my Virginia trip, I packed my journal, but I wasn't really journaling. And I was getting kind of itchy one day and I was like, what's going on? And I kind of tuned in. I was like, I haven't journaled. I haven't done any soul care time. I was driving so much. So I was doing a lot of like processing and verbal processing and listening. And I'd like listen to some meditations. So I was doing soul care, but in a different way than I normally would. But I noticed I really wanted that way of expressing myself on the page. So I got my journal and I did some journaling. It was great. And then I also did a lot on the plane, and that helped a lot too. My body takes a lot of upkeep. Honestly, I'm very surprised I'm not in a wheelchair. My knees were really bad in college from dancing and stuff and working out. And I was in knee braces for a hot minute. And so the fact that I can move my body like I can, and then we all know, or not we all know, but my hands went out 3 years ago in Korea. I had carpal tunnel so bad in both hands. I had custom braces made. I couldn't I had to hold a toothbrush with both hands. And so I get body work done every 2 weeks by Bobby. If you're in Gulfport or you're in Mississippi, Mind and Body Inc. Bobby Eklund is marvelous and fantastic. She does like energy work plus myofascial release. If you're not there, go look for somebody who does myofascial release, because she gave me my hands back and my body. I can do dips again when dancing. That said, when I travel and I don't have that, I feel the impact on my body. So I'm usually stretching more casually, but I'm doing more stretching than I might in my normal life to make up for the fact that I'm not getting that TLC and that I'm not weightlifting. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I'll go to the gym with somebody, but like, honestly, that's pretty rare. And I don't want to lie about that. I will, if I'm doing a big week, probably bring my planner journal alongside me so that I can see what's happening in my week if I'm like working or having calls and things like that, because it helps me stay organized. I also bring clothes that bring me joy. Part of my habit is being embodied. Like habit routine that I do is choosing to dress in a way that has me looking like me. So any trip I take, I am taking my makeup. I don't have a lot. I've got like 5 lipsticks. I've got like an eye palette. But like, that's an essential thing that I'm packing, which you're like, of course, AJ, you're packing your stuff. But it's not because it makes me look pretty. It's because it makes me feel like me, which I guess is a similar. But for me, it's very different. If I don't put on makeup, even just red lipstick and my eyebrows, I look in the mirror and I don't fully recognize myself. And that's also the reason why I'm traveling. I pack my clothes the way I do so that I can interchange. It's like a little capsule wardrobe, but then I feel like me. And so it's kind of different than a routine, but those things all put me in my body, grounded, present, aligned, so that I can say, yeah, I'd love to go out for lunch. Or, you know what? I've been eating out a lot. Can we go to the grocery store and can I get this? That sounds great. Hey guys, I just need an hour to myself. I'm going to go watch some White Collar in the other room and chill. And then I'll come back out and I'll talk. But me being able to advocate for what I want and what I need so that I can feel rooted and grounded, that's what I think of when I travel. And this has been some hard fought work and thoughts and things I've worked through, because I felt really guilty for a long time of not doing my habits like I do, my like pretty strict routine that I have here when I'm in my Mississippi home, not doing that out there. And I was like, I should go work out. There's a hotel gym. I should go for a run because there's a path. And I was like, I don't want to. When I'm traveling, it's just different. But I am asking, instead of just winging it, what do I need today to show up fully as me? Sometimes that does look like going for a long walk around the block and just being like, I got to go move my body. I got the jibbers. I got cabin fever. I've got to move. Sometimes that looks like, let's play a game. Sometimes that looks like, some big conversations or some soul care with a friend, or receiving soul care while I'm traveling, and booking an energy work appointment from somebody online or something like that, or scheduling one of my support calls that I'm on the receiving end during a travel time. So I get to like soak it. Does that make sense? Like, think about it as, what do I need to be supported during this time that I'm traveling? What does that look like? And also know that when you're traveling, there's a lot of things up in the air as well. So if I'm really like rigid, it makes my travel experience not worse, but worse, because then I'm not flexible for the magic that's about to happen when other people also have ideas. For when we're also like, oh, hey, we could go to the lake. Well, I need to go to bed at 8 p.m. Well, it's a sunset hike and we're not going to be back till 9 p.m. I'm out. But then I missed something really cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, then I'm just going to sleep until 7 a.m. and that's okay. Or I wake up at 4:30. I go outside and I watch the sunrise and I journal and I listen to something. So that's my encouragement. Will it change? Maybe. Potentially, yes. I think I'd like to do like more consistent daily journaling when I travel. But I don't always consistently daily journal here at the Mississippi home. I'm working on it. I used to all the time. And lately it's looked like a page instead of my 3 pages of morning pages. And sometimes I write 5 pages. But I am learning to loosen the grip on what I need to do and more focusing on what I want to do that is in alignment with me showing up and how I've been called and where I'm placed in that moment and how I want to show up for the people around me. So ask that question next time you're traveling, see what comes up, see what happens, and then let me know. Comment below. Tell me what this came up for you. Are you like a traveler that you have a very strict schedule? Things can change. Different people can do different things, and that's okay. Do what works for you. But for me, when I'm in my Mississippi home, I'm pretty strict. When I'm traveling, I'm pretty flow. And that's okay. Sing your soul song, friends, and have a marvelous, marvelous day.